Hey friends, welcome back to English. A successful journey always begins with good preparation. For most people, the biggest problem is not that they don't know English, but that they are unable to use the right sentence at the right time. The purpose of this act is to familiarize you completely with the English used before traveling so that you can communicate with confidence. Travel preparation usually starts with ticket booking. Whether you book your ticket through a travel agent or online, some basic sentences are useful everywhere. For example, when talking to an agent, you can say, "I want to book a ticket." If you want to ask about dates or prices, you can say, "What is the fare for this flight?" Or, "Is this a direct flight or a connecting one?" These sentences are simple but very effective. Many travelers also want to know which documents are required for their trip. In this situation, you can say, "What documents do I need for this trip?" Or, "Do I need a visa?" If you want the option to change your travel date later, this sentence is very useful. "Can I change the travel date later?" Hotel booking is another important step before traveling. If you are speaking on the phone or through email, you can say, "I want to book a hotel room." After that, you can ask about facilities such as, "Is breakfast included?" Or, "What is the check-in and check-out time?" These sentences present you as a smart and well-informed traveler. Another important part of preparation is keeping your information clear. If someone asks about your name or passport, you can confidently say, "My name is written on the passport." Or, "Here are my details." When speaking English, clarity is more important than speed. Speaking slowly and clearly is always better. In this act, we also learn what to say if we don't understand something. For example, "Could you please repeat that?" Or, "I didn't understand, can you explain again?" You should never feel shy using these sentences because they are part of the learning process. Practice dialogue. Passenger, "I want to book a ticket to Dubai." Agent, "When do you want to travel?" Passenger, "Next Monday." "Is there a direct flight?" Agent, "Yes, there is a direct flight in the evening." Passenger, "What is the fare?" Such practice prepares you for real-life situations. In summary, pre-travel English builds a strong foundation. When the foundation is strong, the next stages become much easier. That is why this act is considered the most important part of the entire course. As soon as you enter the airport, a new environment begins where English is heard everywhere. Many travelers feel nervous at this stage, but the reality is that airport English is limited and specific. If you learn a few common sentences, the entire process becomes easy. In this act, we will learn the complete English used from entering the airport until completing check-in. When you enter the airport, the first thing you need to do is find the correct counter. You can ask any staff member, "Excuse me, where is the check-in counter for this flight?" If you want to mention the airline name, you can say, "Where is the Emirates check-in counter?" Asking such questions is completely normal. At the check-in counter, you are first asked for your passport and ticket. At this moment, you can confidently say, "Here is my passport and ticket." If you booked online, you can say, "I have an online booking," or, "I have already checked in online." These sentences immediately clarify your situation. After that, you are asked about your luggage. If you only have hand luggage, you can say, "I have only hand luggage." If you have one or two bags, say, "I have one suitcase and one carry-on bag." If your luggage is overweight, you can ask, "Is there any extra charge for excess baggage?" Seat selection is also discussed at this stage. If you want a window or aisle seat, you can say, "Can I have a window seat, please?" Or, "Is an aisle seat available?" If you are traveling with someone, this sentence is useful. Can we sit together? Sometimes the staff may ask additional questions, such as your destination or purpose of travel. You can give simple answers like, I am traveling for tourism, or I am going for business. There is no need for long explanations. After check-in is completed, you receive your boarding pass. This is a very important question to ask. What is the boarding time? You can also ask, which gate should I go to? If you are unsure about security or immigration, you can say, where is the immigration counter? It is also important to know what to say if you don't understand something. Sorry, I didn't understand. Or, could you please say that again? Practice dialogue. Passenger, good morning. I have an online booking. Staff, may I see your passport, please? Passenger, sure, here it is. Staff, do you have any luggage? Passenger, yes, I have one suitcase. Staff, do you prefer a window or aisle seat? Passenger, a window seat, please. Practicing such dialogues greatly increases confidence. Airport staff speak to thousands of passengers daily, so even if your English is not perfect, it is not a problem. The key is to stay calm and speak slowly. Security check and immigration are the stages where most travelers feel the most pressure. This is because questions are asked directly and people fear making mistakes in English. In reality, immigration English is limited, simple, and clear. If you learn common questions and answers, this stage becomes very easy. At the security area, staff give instructions such as, please put your bag on the belt. Take out your laptop and liquids. If you don't understand, you can say, sorry, what should I do? Or, can you please explain again? You may also be asked to remove your belt, shoes, or empty your pockets. Common sentences include, please remove your belt. Empty your pockets. Step forward, please. After security comes immigration. The most common question is, what is the purpose of your visit? You can answer, I am traveling for tourism. I am going for business. I am visiting my family. Another common question is, how long will you stay? Answers include, I will stay for 7 days. I will stay for 2 weeks. If you have a return ticket, say, I have a return ticket. You may also be asked, where will you stay? Answers, I will stay at this hotel. I will stay with my friend. Sometimes the officer asks about your job. What do you do? Answers, I am a student. I am a businessman. I work in an office. Another question can be, have you been here before? Yes, this is my second visit. No, this is my first time. Immigration dialogue. Officer, what is the purpose of your visit? Passenger, I am here for tourism. Officer, how long will you stay? Passenger, I will stay for 10 days. Officer, where will you stay? Passenger, I will stay at this hotel. Officer, do you have a return ticket? Passenger, yes, I do. Practicing these questions removes fear. Immigration officers only verify information. Staying calm, making eye contact, and answering clearly makes the process easy. After security and immigration, travelers feel more relaxed, but an important stage still remains: the boarding gate and communication during the flight. The English used here is simple and friendly, and knowing it helps you feel confident throughout the journey. After immigration, the first task is to find your gate number on the boarding pass. Airports are large and gates sometimes change. If you cannot find your gate, you can ask, excuse me, where is gate 23? Which way is gate B? At the gate, passengers usually wait. Announcements are made in English, such as, Boarding will start shortly. This flight is delayed. You can ask, has boarding started? Is this the gate for this flight? During boarding, staff check your boarding pass and passport. Inside the aircraft, cabin crew usually greet you by saying, "Welcome on board." You can reply, "Thank you," or "Good evening." If you need help finding your seat, say, "Excuse me, where is seat 24A?" If you need help with your bag, "Can I put my bag here? Could you please help me with my bag?" During the flight, common requests include, "Can I have some water, please? I would like tea, please. When will we land? Can I have a blanket, please?" In-flight dialogue. Crew, welcome on board. Passenger, thank you. Passenger, excuse me, where is my seat? Crew, your seat is 18C, this way please. In summary, boarding and in-flight English is simple and polite. Learning these sentences makes your journey smooth and enjoyable.